Hi guys. Um Welcome back to Antimatter Dimensions. So, remember how in the last episode we reached infinity and we unlocked all these new things and this new achievement and stuff? Well, I forgot to mention one other thing that changed, which is that wait, what was it? It wasn't this. There's this new tab, but it does nothing. Here under dimensions. Oh yeah, here in statistics, we also have past infinities. So look, the infinity 1 infinity ago took 19 days and gave 1 infinity point. 0 infinity points per hour. So, here we have production. Doesn't really do anything. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to, basically, go into challenge 8, and I'm gonna show you how we do it. So look, here's the challenge. Dimension boost and galaxy are useless, but that's fine because we have this upgrade, and for the galaxies we have another way we're gonna go up exponentially. Sacrifice resets everything, but it's immensely more powerful. And now here's the thing. When it says sacrifice resets everything, it doesn't reset your tick speed, which means it will be much faster to get back up to the 8th dimension. Then you'll be able to sacrifice again and get an immense boost, then sacrifice again, and then eventually it will grow like really fast. Although, because dimension boosts are useless, before you unlock the 8th dimension, it will be slower. So it's like the bar at the bottom, in a time-lapse version, will go like like even more than like a regular run. But for these next few infinities, regular runs are actually slower, so we are going to do it in this challenge. So let's go. So I'm going to start. It's a lot faster than the start of a regular infinity run because of our achievements and this infinity upgrade here. It's possible to get your first infinity in like much faster than 19 days. It's possible to do it in like a few days, like 3. But like this upgrade really caps out at about 4 times, so it's not really that big a difference. Yeah, it is a lot faster because of that. Because if the dimensions are normal dimensions are 4 times more powerful, at this stage of a game, it just basically means the runs are 4 times faster. And I can't wait until we progress through the later stages of the game. It's gonna be so cool. So, this is actually not that hard. I can see us getting to the first dimension shift very soon, but we will have to grind a little bit to get to the 8 dimensions because the dimension shifts give us the new dimension but no boost. But it's still faster because, as I said, we already have this boost. So I think we already know the strategy. Get to the point where you have the sacrifice unlocked, and then once you unlock the 8th dimension, just keep sacrificing until it's super fast. But unfortunately, this first part is pretty slow. Wow, this is actually faster than I remembered. By the way, funny story. My dad decided to play Antimatter Dimensions, and he, just when he infinity'd, he didn't even ask me anything. He just did the intuitive choice of going for a normal run. When I told him to do challenge 8, he actually, on the next run, he actually did this challenge, challenge 2. I mean, there's everything wrong with that. Wow, already? Okay. Well, actually, that wasn't super fast, but it was fairly fast. Yeah, I won't make the same mistake. You have to do challenge 2 a lot later. Oh, by the way, about these challenges, all of them give you auto buyers that let you fully automate infinity runs. And some of these auto buyers have different settings. Like you can turn them on and off set their priority, which I'll talk about later, and change whether they buy singles or 10. I think I'll just turn this on, because why not? It will help me. There's not really any harm. And after we finish this challenge, we'll get the 8th dimension auto buyer, but we want to do it a few times just because this challenge is faster than a regular infinity run for about 4 or 5 infinities. So okay, so I think I'm just going to see you when we have the 8th dimension unlocked. So I'll see you then. Okay, as you can see, we've got the 8th dimension after doing 5 dimension boosts, which is what we need to do to unlock the sacrifice. So as you can see, when I sacrifice, I'm going to lose all my dimensions, but keep my tick speed. And here's what's going to happen with dimensions. So you can see I still have these, but they're not producing anything. And then when I get the next one, the 3rd one will basically, will just become 0. So I keep my tick speed, so this is a lot faster than the regular early game. So I'm basically just going to keep sacrificing it 2 times. But when the sacrifices become super fast, I'm going to slowly increase that threshold. So, yeah, I'm just going to do that. And also I'm going to want to grind for tick speed upgrades so that getting to the stage where I've unlocked the 8th dimension becomes faster. And, the thing is that with the more powerful sacrifice, it actually grows even faster than exponentially. But the boost takes a while to kick in. So we just have to wait. And like, yeah. So we are going to do this. Oh wow, it's already up to 1.5. So for some reason I only needed to get 9 for it to count as 10 dimensions. That never happened before. So we're just gonna keep going and then sacrifice when it's 2 times. And we're just gonna want to do that a couple times because this part takes about, I think, 10 minutes, so I'm just gonna do this a couple times and then I'll see you when we're done. So, see you then. Okay, I'm back another 3 sacrifices later, and the whole challenge is faster than I remembered it, so, I figured I might as well just, kinda go through this with you guys. So when we start a challenge, the infinity timer actually resets, so you can see here we have spent 30 minutes in this infinity, which is pretty good compared to the 19 days it took to do our first infinity. So, yeah, we're gonna do this. The sacrifice is already going up. It's just gonna go up faster and faster. Like a few seconds faster each time until it's super fast. Also, by the way, these buttons don't exist because they'll just reset you and you'll have to do like a lot of grinding to get back and it won't be any faster. Okay, let's sacrifice again, and this time we'll try the M trick. Seems to be working. As you can see, as we go, we're getting more tick speed upgrades, so this beginning phase is getting faster. And there is one achievement you should get towards the end of these runs. And it's very important that you get it because you won't really be able to get it later. So, yeah, I'll show you that one. And now, we are back to the 8th dimension, and it's a little faster because the 8th dimension has a massive boost. Yeah, this is coming back again. Just takes like 1 minute every time. This is basically a routine, and now it's gonna get to 2 times. And we're also getting more tick speed upgrades, which is helping the early stage. Okay, let's go now. It's a little faster each time because we keep getting tick speed upgrades. I think we get like 2 every run or something. And maybe I'll try increasing the sacrifice threshold to like 2.5 or 3. Just to get some more tick speed upgrades and stuff. You basically just increase the sacrifice threshold throughout the run until you literally spam the sacrifice button, and then you reach infinity. So, yeah. And to get the achievement, we're gonna have to turn off our auto buyer. And you'll see why. A lot of you might already know what achievement I'm talking about. So I'll just show you which one it is. It's this one. Like you have to get this multiplier here to be the lowest, this one to be the second lowest. And it's actually easier in this challenge because you have a big boost to the 8th dimension. Okay, let's sacrifice for a big boost, and we have a lot of tick speed upgrades. It's pretty fast now. At the early stage. And so I'm waiting on the 8th dimension again. And you'll see that runs like noticeably speed up once you get the 8th dimension later on in the challenge. But we're not really there yet. We're like starting to get there. And we're just gonna keep on doing dimensional sacrifice. And now, I don't really know what to say. We're just pushing along. And the sacrifice multiplier should start moving again. You can see how this grows exponentially. Like you'll start growing like really fast pretty soon. So like the slowest part is unlocking the dimensions. This is also a very slow part, but the end is really fast. Let's actually wait till 2.5 for this one, or even 3. Yeah, let's wait for 3, just so I can get more tick speed upgrades. Tick speed is already down to like 100th of the normal. Let's go now. And it's pretty fast to get to the 8th dimension now. Like it's not really a grind anymore. The 8th dimension multiplier is up to 6,000. But we're gonna have to keep sacrificing before it gets really fast. It's basically rinse and repeat for a while. It's also during the really fast stage that we can get the achievement. Like we have to be at like, I think it's like 60% or something. Then we turn off the auto buyer and stop holding M. Let's Sacrifice now. Oh wow, this is fast. Yeah, this is fast to get the 8th dimension. And then after we've got it, it's also fast because it has a huge multiplier. And then the sacrifice starts moving. It takes about 20 seconds now. And here we go. 2 times. Again. And it's not really a good idea to go for less than 2 times. You can, but more seems like too much and less seems like too little, so I just like to do it at 2 times, but then obviously you increase it throughout the run. Let's go for 2 times again. And it's basically the same speed as before. Maybe I'll go for a long run this time. You can see it picking up the pace a little once it gets the 8th dimension. So we need E44 to get another tick speed upgrade. So I might do like another 3 times run. And that's gonna get me more tick speed upgrades, which will make the runs faster. Yeah, I'll sacrifice it 3 times. Here we go, the tick speed is reduced a little bit, and finally it's fast. Yeah, we're definitely gonna get to the fast stage. You can probably see now what I mean about it getting really fast towards the end, because that's how it is. Let's go again. It's gonna get fast very soon. It's just like after getting 2 galaxies, it's slow unlocking the dimensions, and then it gets really fast as the run goes on. Wow, it's taking like 20 seconds now for every sacrifice. So now we have like a 500,000 times multiplier on our 8th dimension. And after about 5 or 6 runs, like I said, this challenge does become slower than the rest of the runs. Like, we're going to want to switch to normal runs. But then our infinity time should be down to like 10 minutes by the time we've done 10 runs. And we'll just want to just keep pushing, and then we will eventually be able to break infinity. So there are 2 main things you can spend your infinity points on: upgrades and auto buyers. You sort of want to start with infinity upgrades, and then later on, when you're closer to breaking infinity, focus on auto buyers. Anyway, you need to max all your auto buyers to break infinity anyway. Technically just the big crunch one, but it's the most expensive, so you should really max out all the other ones before breaking infinity. Okay, it's fast now. It is fast now. This is what I mean. I'm just gonna go a little bit less than 2 times. Yeah, it definitely gets faster once we get the 8th dimension. But look at the multiplier, it's 10 million. We're just gonna go like that. We're just gonna do quick runs. Let's make another long run here. Long isn't actually very long at this point. Yeah, E47, 48, 49. Let's see how much sacrifice multiplier we can get. Let's go for 4. Actually, we'll go for 5. It's still increasing very rapidly. Okay, I'll go now. And then... Wow, unlocking the 8th dimension only takes a few seconds at this point. And... let's get a few of these. And then... yeah, this is the fast part, for sure. Get them at 2 times for a little bit. And let's just keep swimming. Let's just keep doing it like that. Okay. And now, wow. That takes like 5 seconds. It would be cool if we had a sacrifice auto buyer, and we actually will, but that's like really later on. Like, they should really like just add like another challenge or something. Because I said these challenges fully automate infinities, but that's like almost the case. Because later on when the infinities are fast, we won't really need to sacrifice. Let's go at 3 times now. And so I think that's why they don't have a challenge. There are some modifications where they actually do. But unfortunately, we don't really have that. There is actually a challenge that unlocks the dimensional sacrifice, but it's not one of these. It's a challenge we unlock later on. I'm not going to say too much about that because that would be spoilers, but that's just how it is. Let's keep going at 3 times. It's really fast. Or we'll just do quick runs like this. And also, let's put some long runs here and there. Let's go for like 5 times again. Wow. Unlocking the 8th dimension is so fast now. Let's just go for a bunch of different runs. Actually, no, let's go for 2 times runs. Look at this. I don't want to forget about the achievement. Wow, look at the multiplier for the 8th dimension. Just keep going up. It's up to quadrillions. Now let's see how much sacrifice multiplier we can get. And let's get tick speed upgrades. Let's actually go to 10 times. And it's really fast to get to 10 times. Look, I'm literally pressing it like every second. Now I'm going to go 3 times. This is what I mean about it being, is about the pace really picking up at the end. 5, 6. Let's just do a bunch of 10 times. Like, this is actually ridiculous. The pace really picks up at the end. Look at this. This is actually, it's actually really easy to get the 600 times achievement if you didn't get it on your first infinity. And I'm going to get that anti-tables achievement now, so I'm going to sacrifice and then get it. So here's how you do it. So you have to buy first dimension, then by second dimension, so now the multiplier is higher than the first, and now by third dimensions, and then its multiplier is higher than the second. You buy 3 of these, 4 of these, 5 of these, and 6. Oh, we can't quite do it. I think if we pushed, we could do it. We can also get these 8s, which helps a lot, and then we get the achievement. So now I'm gonna continue normally. 100. Let's see if we can get the 600 just for fun. Yep. So you could easily get the achievement in a challenge 8 run. Let's spam. And now we've reached infinity. So as you can see, I got another infinity point, and now I'm gonna spend it on this, which will make the next run even faster. So I'll see you later. But before I do that, let's see how long that took. That took 46 minutes and 40 seconds. And in the normal game, it doesn't tell you what challenge it was in. And also, even in this modded site, this feature where it tells you the challenge it's in is absolutely broken, so just ignore it. Just look at the time, and then later on you'll look at the infinity point gain, and then how many infinity points per hour or minute. So as you can see, we got 1.29 infinity points per hour, which is really good. And now, I'm going to end the episode. Oh, one more thing. Now we have the 8th dimension auto buyer because we did that challenge. And I'll show you what priority does real quick. So if I set the priority of one of these to like 2, then that means that if if both sacrifices have like can buy the thing because the cooldown has already finished and you can afford both dimensions, then it will buy whichever one has the lowest priority, and if they have the same priority, it will just buy them in the default order, and the default order is probably best, so yeah. So I'm gonna set this one to buys until 10 and then turn it on. Actually I'll turn both of these on, because why not? But now I'm going to end the episode, and I'll see you next time. Oh, one more thing, we got this achievement for completing 2 challenges. So I'm sorry that that I just had to like keep like saying, oh sorry I saw this, but I think we're gonna end the episode now. So bye.